let's get this hike started.
1, 2, 1. Well, I'ma go to the mountain top and I'ma gonna see everything they got. Hear every sound, to see every time I can.
All right, here we go. Mile back here. So, yeah, Spikes, that's the AT. Spikes' inaugural trip on the AT, Jerusalem Road. Just a small piece from here to Upper Goose Pond, or Goose Pond Road. And mile back will continue on to Jacob's Ladder to complete a little piece he's missing. So we've got a couple of small little chunks we're trying to bang out to 100% complete the trail in Massachusetts over the next couple of weeks. So this should be a short hop on the AT and the Berkshires. That is Spikes' car. Hopefully not the last time. Hopefully we won't need this film for police evidence. So here we go. So we'll go up and take a quick look at the Shaker campsite. This is just a little bit off of the off of Jerusalem Road, just not even, maybe 10 minutes off the road. Bear box. See if anybody left any goodies in it. And they did not. And some platforms. In the privy. Nice privy. Let's take a look. Add to our privy footage. Yeah, nice one, clean. As you heard, Spikes, it's the first campsite he's seen.
Signing the log right off Jerusalem Road. First logbook sign-in of the 2016 AT hiking season.
All right, just a few minutes in. The blood going a little bit and plenty of mud. Welcome to the AT in New England. But a field, and I love to film them. Looks like some
look at that, huh?
livestock out in the fields. Beautiful view here. Warming up nicely. I think we'll be making some clothing adjustments in a minute. No gadget today, so I don't think Rafa knows exactly what's going on here. She likes to be in the lead with gadget.
So far, so good?
With this camera, you can never be close enough.
Thanks, Rafa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck, is that you? What? Don't stop! She'll go back.
Right.
Come on, Rafa, let's go. Watch, she'll go up, she'll go up. Go. Come on, go, go. She thinks we'll leave it. Did you want to get her? Or?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're 2 miles in. Get up to the top of the trail and this is what we get to look at.
some crazy switchbacks off of Jerusalem Road. It was really bizarre. We're at the biggest U-turn I've ever taken, but it has led to this spot, which is pretty cool. And as usual, I can't tell you what any of those hills are. All I know is those people have some nice houses, and it's a pretty nice spot. So this must be Cobble Hill. Beautiful spot, little cemetery, little church.
All the hikers that didn't make it.
Yeah, those are the hikers who come down Jug End in the rain just last year alone. Nice spot. This would be another nice spot to throw up a hammock or a tent. We are right next to the road, I believe, but so you might have some locals joining you, but wow, be a nice spot to camp.
There's spikes. Looks like we just got to the top of one of our toughest climbs.
Hold on, I gotta help this tree.
We might be on top of Baldy Mountain here. We're not sure. We'll find out in a couple tenths of a mile. So,
Doug and I are in dispute as to where we are. We think we just heard a moose too.
Is that what that was? That wasn't you guys?
No.
I heard a thing. How long did yours take?
It's probably close now. So lunchtime.
Oh shit. There you go.
Pretty close.
Mine wasn't even going.
Pretty close. Going with the beef stroganoff with noodles. Spikes appears to be going with the ramen. And Mileback went with the PB&J double pack. No cooking today. And some water right behind us, so we might try out. Spikes has his new Soya Mini, so he'll get a little experience with that at this beautiful water source. Then we think we might have a mile or so of a climb, and then a couple miles down to the Jeep, while Mileback bolts ahead of us and knocks off a little small section he's missing. I hope at this point, this isn't a false alarm, but I believe we are kind of coming up to the top of Baldy Mountain, and very interesting to see these stone walls, which normally would tell you these were fields at one point. So, you know, cattle were grazing up here at 1,800 feet or whatever. But pretty cool. You just see how long these walls have endured. Pretty impressive. So we had a little climb after lunch, and not too bad. Pretty good amount of switchbacks, and you'll see Spikes is doing well on his first trip on the AT here in the Berkshires. Trail's been pretty much excellent. Little bit of mud, nothing crazy though. It was cold last night, so I think the mud's still a little bit frozen, even though it's a very warm day for this time of year especially. So it looks like we're heading down, and we might have a couple miles mostly of down and flat back to the Jeep. Mileback took off after lunch, and he's doing an extra 4.5 or so to grab a piece that he was missing. Backside of Baldy Mountain, about 2/10 of the mile from the summit. I think this is Webster Road, which is in the AWOL book described as a gravel road, and in fact it is, but it looks like a decent road. Not sure what your parking options would be here if you're doing a day hike or even a multiple day and wanted to spot some cars, but at least from the portion we're crossing, it looks like a decent place to leave a vehicle.
Incredible. Just awesome. Worth every step. Oh, that sucked the wind out of me.
Spikes coming through some rocks.
Huh?
even see the camera.
Gliding gracefully over the rocks.
All right, so here we are, starting our 4.3 miles. We're gonna get out of here quick. Tap and go. Upper Goose Pond, natural area. 4.3, US Route 20. That's where I'm headed. Seems to have a little critter in front of me, I believe. I think I got a moose in front of me. Take a look down here, you can see the tracks. Clear as day. There's a big one there. They go all the way down. So I think I have a moose in front of me.
All right, so that's it. This is parking area at Goose Pond Road. The trailhead cuts across, heading down Upper Goose Pond, which is a pretty cool cabin down there where you can rent boats and things. They have a full-time caretaker during the season, during the summer months. So I think 7.5 miles, 8 miles, something like that for this one. As we said, Mileback took off and he's doing an extra 4 to finish off a piece. But nice day hike. Really perfect weather and the trail conditions. Not a tough hike. A couple of little climbs, but nothing too bad. So it was really a good day out there. So this is a place. Get your backpack, throw it on, and what, Spikes?
Just go backpack.
1, 2, 1. Well, I'ma go to the mountain top and I'm gonna see everything they got.